right, everyone, this is Tim with Online Big Blue, bringing you the best in New York Giants sports talk and entertainment. We are going to do something fun today. We are going to do our way too early free agent special. Why is we're calling this the way too early free agent special? Because it is way too early to be talking about free agents. We haven't even finished the season yet. But I was kind of thinking about it, and I wanted to kind of get an idea of some players that maybe the Giants should go after who potentially could help the organization and help the team improve on their 6-10 season. Now, I'm going to shock people because I am not even going to go wide receiver. Well, I'm going to say that we'll go probably wide receiver, second level free agency, but I'm going wide receiver in the draft. And, you know, some people are going to be like, well, you can't get a quality wide receiver at 11, Tim. Well, really, because we got Odell Beckham at 12. So I'm not even thinking about it. I am thinking one of the top quality guys is going to be there. So you know what? That's who we're going after. But the first player I want to talk about that the Giants should potentially take a look at is kind of a guy that's interesting. It's going to be Desmond King II. Oh, Desmond King, the big slot corner out of Iowa. He was actually a 4-year starter at Iowa, 6'10", 200 pounds. He was with of course, the San Diego Chargers, or I should say LA Chargers, and then traded over to the Tennessee Titans almost during the middle of the season. Interesting guy. He was he was a very, very good corner in college. He came into the pros. He was playing for a position at corner, and then he got moved into the slot. And it was one of those things that he has been probably rated one of the best slot corners in football over the last couple of years. And it's just interesting that the Chargers basically jettisoned him to the Tennessee Titans for a 6th-round draft choice. Now, this is a guy that's got good speed. He's got good coverage ability. You know, he's not the biggest, but at 6'10", 200 pounds, he's not the smallest either. He is a pretty good sure tackler. You're looking at a guy that over his season has had, well, let's take a look. He's had his rookie year, 76, 62, 51, then a combined 55 tackles last year. He has been known to blitz, which is what I would like for him with Patrick Graham. His rookie season, he had 4 sacks, then he had none in 18, but he had 2.5 and then 2 last year. He can fill the bill, I think, in the CB2 position. I really do. But the question is, was his attitude in LA what got him sent over to Tennessee? Did the Chargers just not think that he was enough of a quality and he was an issue in the locker room that they jettisoned him? Do they think that he really just peaked in his play? But he's still young. He's shown ability. I mean, he's great in really all aspects of coverage. And I think pairing him with someone like James Bradberry could turn this kid around. And I really don't think that he really needs to be turned around, but I think being with James Bradberry will teach him to be more of a professional. And it's someone that I think we can get at a fairly decent price. I could see him signing 3 years, anywhere between 15 to 17 million, and then maybe guarantee anywhere between 7.5 to 10 million. And if he works out, you know what? And I keep forgetting the other part about his game. The dude returns punts, and he returns kickoffs. So we can get Peppers. We can give him a break a little bit. We can spell him a little bit. But like I said, to me, it's not a deal that's on the cheap. But to me, it's a guy that we can get at a quality contract who can, I guarantee, will probably exceed ability-wise the money that we pay him. And again, that's going to be Desmond King II. Next on our list is going to be, who should be next on our list? You know what? I don't know who I want to be next on the list. I think we're going to go with, and this is going to be a surprise to some, I am going with, drumroll please, 6'9", 320-pound offensive tackle, Alejandro Villanueva. Why? Because people are going to be like, Tim, you've lost your damn mind. We've just turned around and we drafted Andrew Thomas. We have Matt from Connecticut, and we have this wonderful offensive line. Well, you know what? The first thing we're going to do is we're going to jettison Cam Fleming. We're going to give him a one-way bus ticket to somewhere else, and we're bringing in a guy that is going to offer a presence in the locker room. It is, like I said, we have the leaders on defense. We have the James Bradbury. We have the Blake Martinez. We need a guy that can solidify this line. We can potentially move him directly into the left tackle spot and then slide Andrew Thomas over to the right tackle spot as well. We could have bookend tackles. Yes, he is 32 years old, but you know what? He is a guy that keeps himself in shape. He's a guy that understands the game. And I'm telling you right now, he is someone that if we brought in immediately, could turn around this offensive line. Now I'm thinking myself here, even at 32, he is not going to come on the cheap, and that's fine because I need someone to work with Andrew Thomas. I need someone that can help the rest of the line. I need someone that Shane Lemieux can go to. I need someone that Nick Gates can go to. I need someone that's going to be a glue. If you want to help Daniel Jones, the best thing you could do for him besides giving him more options at wide receiver is making sure he feels comfortable in the pocket. I can see Villanueva asking for about $15 million a year. I would give it to him on a 3-year deal, guarantee maybe 15 to 20 million of it. So just in case he does not make it well, and his body does not hold up well into year 3, I think he'll be fine in year 1 and 2. But it's a guy that will be a workhorse. He knows how to pass block. He knows how to run block. He is a true offensive lineman. He is dependable at every level of his game. And like I said, if you want to help Daniel Jones, one of the things you need to help him with is turning around and making sure that he has a comfort level in the pocket. And I think Alejandro Villanueva can help in every aspect of that. Next on the list, we are going to go with one player that every Giant fan has been clamoring for forever, and that is going to be Yannick Ngakoue. Oh, Yannick, he had such an interesting season. Of course, he gets traded over to the Vikings, and the Vikings turn around and trade him over to Baltimore. I'm just saying this right now. I'm dumping Leonard Williams, and I am plugging Yannick's salary into that Leonard Williams spot. Why? I need a guy that is a true pass rusher. I need a guy that can come off that edge. If I have a feeling that the Giants are going to probably go more towards a 3-4 hybrid alignment next season, and if they do something similar to that, I think they can plug him. And even if they stay at a 4-3, that's still fine because we're still going to need an edge. We're still going to need 2 edges. Right now, bringing him in and basically keeping Dalvin Tomlinson and Dexter Lawrence, if you went with a 3-4 set, you would have a devastating line. Yes, he cannot play the run. That is not Yannick's strong point, but we don't need that to be his strong point. We need him to go after the quarterback. We need to have him as the designated pass rusher on the team. And the funny thing is, if you have a strong interior line rush, Yannick will fit well in that scheme. And like I said, you have Dalvin Thompson and Dexter Lawrence. That could be devastating. I just need Yannick to get his butt after the quarterback. That's all I need him to do. You could tell me all you want about Leonard Williams and the almost sack, but I'm going to tell you this right here. I need a speed guy. I need a guy that knows how to get into the backfield. That's what this team needs. If you want to be perfectly honest, a lot of Leonard Williams sacks, if you go back and look at them, are coverage sacks. I need a guy that can generate and get into the backfield in under 2 seconds. I don't need someone stepping up and falling into Leonard Williams' arms. I need someone that can take some pressure off our defensive backfield and get to the quarterback, and that is Yannick Ngakoue. And again, it's not going to be something cheap, but I'm plugging him into the Leonard Williams salary spot. I would probably give him 4 years, $70 million. Guarantee anywhere between 35 to 40 million on that. Generate some signing bonuses. We could probably work something out. I know he is from Baltimore, but Baltimore has had a history of letting defensive linemen walk. And they've done it a couple times. They're not afraid to lose edge rushers. They really aren't, which is great about that team. So, and like I said, I know he played at Maryland. I know his family lives in Baltimore. But I think 4 years, $70 million for the New York Giants will help him ease the pain from having to go down 95. And like I said, it is going to, and if you put him with King in the back, King in the defensive back, and then you add him into the mix, it's going to be devastating. You know what's even going to be more devastating? The one last player that I want to talk about, and that's going to be 6'4", 246-pound linebacker, outside linebacker. Formerly is going to be of the Seattle Seahawks, number 50, KJ Wright. Why do I want KJ Wright? I'm going to tell you something right now. Yes, the dude is 32 years old. He's been in the league longer than Moses. He's been in the league since 2011, but he has been a consistent linebacker since 2011. At a career possible 144 games, he has played in 140. He is a guy that is, while not the tackling machine that Blake Martinez is, he is a guy, again, that is a professional that can help strengthen our linebacking core. You move him into the strong outside linebacker role. You sit there and you just allow him to be the professional that he is. You allow him to roam the outside. He can hold the edge. You put Yannick Ngakoue and KJ Wright on the same side of the ball. If you're worried about Yannick not having the ability to play the run and hold the edge, KJ Wright will alleviate any concern that you have. He is a closer. In other words, he's a closer on a play. He goes after the ball carrier. While, like I said, while he is 32 years old, I'm feeling right now we could probably get him on the cheap. You're probably looking at anywhere between a 2 to 3 year contract, maybe at $4 to $5 million with some incentives. But like I said, he is a guy that if you pair him with Yannick on that one side, you can forget about it. Will he want to leave Seattle? I don't know, but I think if you put him in a situation and you pitch it to him with the fact that, hey, listen, you're going to have Blake Martinez on the inside. We're going to put you on the same side as Yannick Ngakoue. Your job is to help Yannick hold that edge, and your job is just to, just sit there, mop up what Yannick, leaves through, and your job is to attack the ball carrier. It really cures a bunch of ills because we're probably going to lose David Mayo. We're not sure what we're still going to get out of Carter Coughlin, Cam Brown, and the list and the litany of list of others. He's a guy, like I said, we could probably bring in on a cheap deal, or I should say an inexpensive deal. But like I said, he is a gentleman that is a defensive stalwart. I don't need him to be the KJ Wright that he was, from 2014 to 2017. I don't need him to be the KJ Wright that he was in 2019 when he had a career high 132 tackles. I just need him to hold the edge for Yannick so Yannick can do what he does best, and that is go after the ball carrier. And again, this is Tim with Online Big Blue, bringing you the best in New York Giants sports talk and entertainment. Hope you enjoyed this. Like I said, this is just a wish list from the Online Big Blue family here. Hopefully that there'll probably be, like I said, we'll do a better in-depth show once we see in regards to who we're releasing on the salary cap, who other teams release, and we'll get a better idea from there. But like I said, I want to just do this because this is kind of fun. And like I said, this is Tim with Online Big Blue. We're bringing the best of New York Giants sports talk and entertainment. And as always, if you could subscribe, if you could ring that play thing into the things, that'd be awesome.